Please excuse the language, but I just cannot express my disgust any other way, and I don't blame him. This, of course, is from, I'm going to call him Abby, alright? Okay, I can't pronounce that. Abhishek, okay? Sorry for mispronouncing your name, mate. This is from itsfoss, okay? It's a newsletter. I am so disappointed with Ubuntu 24.04. Disappointment is a sober word here. I am actually pissed at the casual arrogance of Ubuntu and its parent company, Canonical. Please excuse the language, but I just cannot express my disgust any other way. What's the issue? Well, Ubuntu 24.04 LTS is here, and it will stay for more than usual 5 years of long-term support period. For years, Ubuntu has been promoting its universal package format snaps over universal operating system Debian's deb packages, but it has gone to the next level when the recent release of Ubuntu 24.04 LTS. Ubuntu's official apps store won't install deb files. Actually, it started with the previous version, Ubuntu 23.10. If you download a deb package of a software, you cannot install it using the official graphical software center on Ubuntu anymore. When you double-click on the downloaded deb package, you'll see this error. There is no app install for Debian package files. Could not display Vivaldi. He tried installing Vivaldi, and you get that. Select app. So if you right-click it and choose to open it with Software Center, you are in for another annoyance. The Software Center will go into eternal loading. It may look as if it's doing something, but it will go on forever. I could even live stream the loading app store on YouTube, and it will continue for 12 years of its long-term support period. And this is not just a simple bug they forgot to fix, they deliberately ignored it. Canonical has no intention of fixing it. An issue was opened on GitHub in September 23, when Ubuntu 23.10 was in beta. Canonical did not fix it for Ubuntu 23.10 release. And 6 months later, Ubuntu 24.04 LTS is released, and Canonical has still not fixed this bug. That's because the so-called bug for us, the public, is most likely a feature crafted by them, Canonical folks. Excuse me. Otherwise, Ubuntu developers won't say that they didn't have capacity to work on it. Unfortunately, we didn't have the capacity to work on this for 24.04, but it will be a priority for the next cycle. What? This is a lame excuse. Who would believe that? Not me. For sure. It's a stalling tactic. The bug was noticed by users for months, and yet it was not fixed. The entire point of these intermediate releases in between the LTS ones is to test things out. Clearly, there was no intent to fix it, while the end users, especially the new users, kept on struggling with this error. Please don't say it's not a big deal, Abby. You could always use gdebi Eddie or the terminal. Yes, I know all this. I rarely even use the graphical app store. But it's not about me, who has been using Linux, primarily Ubuntu, for the last 15 years. It's about people who are new to Ubuntu, people who are escaping Microsoft Windows, people who are technically advanced but want to use this free operating system, who are not technically advanced and want to use this free operating system. Imagine that you are absolutely new to Linux but want to use it on your personal computer instead of Windows. You read websites like itsfoss, where Ubuntu is recommended to beginners. You ask me if it is possible to use popular tools like Chrome on Ubuntu. I say yes, just download it from the official website and install it by double-clicking, like you do with exe files in Windows. Only this time you encounter this error. You search the web and learn that you have to install another tool or use the command line to install a simple browser. This is not an ideal first experience for a beginner. No, it isn't. This is what I mean, and this is what I will show you later on when I've got this installed into a virtual machine. Ubuntu is cleverly booting out Deb in favour of Snap, one baby step at a time. By the way, before Ubuntu 20.04, you could just double click on the Deb files and it would be opened in the Software Center for installation. Starting with Ubuntu 20.04, this behaviour was cunningly changed. Double clicking the Deb file would open it with Archive Manager. You could still double click on it and choose to open Deb file with Software Center for the current file and the future ones. I didn't pay enough attention to why this behaviour wasn't changed back, but now it seems like this too was a deliberate move. And then there is also the issue of replacing Deb packages with Snap. Even with the apt command line tool, you use sudo apt install Chromium, you get a Snap package of Chromium instead of Debian. And that's just one of several such snappily replaced applications in this way. Bottom line, I understand that Canonical has every right to make the decision about their product. You want to promote Snap over Deb, fine, but don't do it in a deceiving manner. Yeah, exactly. If you would like to keep your Snap store Deb free, fine. At least have the decency to provide GDebi by default for local Deb file installation. Otherwise, it is extremely disappointing to see this sheer disregard for the user experience. This is coming from a devoted Ubuntu user for the past 15 years. Ubuntu rose to popularity because it made Linux simpler for the end user. Yeah, it did. Linux for human beings was its motto. I don't see this motto mentioned anywhere now. I wonder if that too is deliberate. And there you go. So coming up is a little intro and then straight on in, and I will show you in VirtualBox and tell you exactly what I think about it. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, right, so I have clip grab, right? I have clip grab here. Yeah, I know we're in a small window. I'm going to bring it up to full screen. Right, hang on. Here we are, right? Full screen in VirtualBox, all right? For now, because I wouldn't want to install this crap on real hardware. I'm sorry, but I wouldn't. And as a new user, I highly recommend Linux Mint instead of Ubuntu now. I really do. See, they don't tell you the truth on these YouTube sites. Me, I'm going to tell you the truth of what I actually think about this. Right, going to open this up with apps. Hang on, look, I'll do it again. I'll right click this, open with other application. Right, we'll go to App Center. All right, the Ubuntu App Center. We'll push OK on there. And for the next 5 or so minutes, we'll just keep on waiting around. Nothing's happening. This is what I mean. There's going to be a case where new users are going to come on over. Brand new users. You used to be a brand new user. You Linux users on out there, right? To Linux. All right. So someone highly recommended to you Ubuntu. Right, come on over to Ubuntu. Yeah, back in the GNOME 2 days, yeah, I would recommend that, but not only these days. No way. Look at the state of this. I'm trying to install a Deb file, right? I know nothing at all, right? Say I'm a brand new user. I know nothing at all about terminal commands. I know nothing at all about GDebi, for instance. I know nothing about Synaptic Package Manager either, which you've got to install here in Ubuntu separately, whereas there's Ubuntu part. You go to Ubuntu, they've already got Synaptic Package Manager on in there. Synaptic has been there since Adam was a lad. This is what really winds me up now, really does, with the way that Ubuntu is going. It used to be, you go to Ubuntu because it made Linux easy for everyone. That was the whole idea. Why call themselves a Debian-based operating system when they're just relying on snaps now? Yeah, it is. Look at it. It's just spinning round and around and around. Your average user, as in brand new user that is coming over from Windows, who is not a programmer, who just saw Linux, saw this operating system, loved the look of it, all right, loved what you could do on it, ish. Look at it. It's just spinning round and round and round. Now, I'm doing this video because I saw a document from, well, not a document, a newsletter that I get from the, look, let's just come down off of here. Wait for that spinning around. Just have that spinning around in the background for you. I'm part of itsfoss community, all right? And they've also got a YouTube channel as well. This is just ridiculous. It was from, I can't pronounce his name, Abhishek from there, who does a newsletter, right? He states in there he tried installing a deb file in here. Look at it. It's just spinning around. Around and around and around and around and around. It's exactly the same as what was in 2310. All right? So, they're not fixing it. They're not fixing this problem. Linux is all about choice. You shouldn't have to just... So, to my mind, Canonical should just say, right, we're not being Debian anymore. We're just going to be a complete and utter snap packages only throughout the whole of the system, including all the workings and everything. Another thing that gets my goat as well, I'm going to come off of here. Right, I'm in a virtual machine, okay? Now, I don't know if this will probably do it on real hardware as well. I'm going to log out a minute, all right? Going to log out. Say if you don't want to use... Oh, that bloody square thing, right? I'm going to go back up to full screen. Say if you don't want to use Wayland, right? That's Wayland, the top one, right? Do you want to use Ubuntu on Xorg instead? Put my password in. What's going on? Just getting that. That's all I'm getting. Fan-flipping-tastic. What the hell's going on? So does that work on real hardware as well? Let me know if you're using this crap. Really. I'm sorry, but I'm telling you the truth of what I actually think and what is going on, and proof is in the pudding. It's not... You can only log in with Wayland on. What the hell's going on there? So they've locked Xorg down now then. Eh? Terrible. Like I say, let me know on real hardware if that happens on there. Jesus Christ on a bike. Sorry for blaspheming, but God. I first started off in Linux back in GNOME 2 days. Lucid Links. Probably the best Ubuntu ever released. I hated it when they went to Unity, which is why I moved to Linux Mint Mate for a few years. Then from there I went on over to Peppermint. Oh my God, Peppermint, when Mark Greaves was at the helm, just blew me away, and I used that for a few years. Back in 2016/2017, Canonical introduced snap packages. Did they work? No, they didn't. Do they work today? Probably not. They full of bugs? Probably. Full of malware? Probably. As we've had reports before with Ubuntu, when snap packages having nothing but malware injected into them. I think the first bit of malware ever in a snap package was back in 2018, if I remember rightly. That was found. Somebody said, "Oh, I didn't mean to do that." Well, you must have known what you were doing if you were making a snap package. Must know a bit about programming. Oh, God. No, I'm sorry. I cannot recommend Ubuntu to anyone anymore. It used to be the easy Linux distro to use. Not if you don't know any commands. We all were there at the beginning. And yeah, okay, so you can go away and read up on Linux. But for your average user, someone who's coming over from Windows, who saw on their friend's computer, who recommended this to them, saw, I don't know, great programs and what have you, but then found out about deb files and wanted to install a deb file, but didn't know anything about gdebi or all the terminal commands, or even Synaptic Package Manager, for instance, because I can install that from there, or in a terminal, of course. I can do that easy. Open up I've installed Nemo, by the way, because I like it better than Nautilus. I haven't set it as default as of yet. No, I haven't, have I? Damn it! Oh God! All right, let's go back to the other file manager then. Where is it? Oh, it's not even there now. Oh yeah, there we are. All right, let's move that down here. Okay, so in Documents I have this. So if we open this up with opening terminal. All right, sudo d package, was it -i? See, they're not going to know -i, click grab, and we'll just do that with it, just push tab, and away it goes. What it should do, I think this is right, I've probably got this wrong. Oh, and there's errors because all of that isn't installed, so you have to install the dependencies. But if you put that in again, and just put -f on the end, it'll install the dependencies. Oh, can I answer? Oh, yeah, I know. Sudo apt install -f. There we are. That's what I got mixed up with. So it'll do all that and install clip grab for you, because it's got all these other dependencies to install. But hey ho, it's there now. All right. God damn it, eh? But they're not going to know that, are they? This is what I'm saying. They're not going to know all that because the average person in life doesn't go away and read up on what they're doing. I'm a bloke myself. I don't read instructions. I just go in feet first in life. Best way to do. Play it by ear. God, sorry Canonical, but no, this is not the way to go. Go on then. Go and be a complete and utter snap distribution. Even right on down to your core where your kernels are snap as well. Eh? That's what you're heading for now, and you've gone proprietary for some reason. I don't like it. Just do not like it. I know I'm going to get a load of grievance in the comments, but think about it. You were once a new user to Linux, whether you were before snap packages came on the rise or whatever. They're not going to know, are they? They're not going to know commands. They're not going to know about GDebi. They're not going to know about Synaptic Package Manager because it doesn't even come out of the box anymore. Synaptic's been there since Adam was a lad. You go searching off for whatever and it's a deb package, a dedicated deb package. Bloody terrible. Anyway, this video's gone on way too long. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.